R2 the dog. I ain't even been feeling like doing this. But let's get it. Yeah. It's probably the real level up. BIP Red Dog 1.
The O is for the 16 ounces that's in a whole pound. They really out here feeling my music. Shout out the whole town. K is for the killers I know who keep the 4 pound. You give an inch, he taking a mile like it was 4th down. The L is for the ladies for sure. I mean the real ones who out here working hard for they.
What's up, world? What's up, YouTube? It's your boy R2, and we back with another banger. You know what I'm saying? So grab your popcorn and your cold drink and go on over there and hit that like button. Then jump down there and hit that subscribe button. Then jump over there and hit that bell. So when I drop these bangers, you be one of the first ones to put your eyes on it. You know what I'm talking about? What's happening? What's happening? What's good, people, man? What's the deal? It's your boy. We back. First and foremost, I want to thank the supporters. You know what I'm saying? Just like every other day. Thank the supporters. I appreciate every single comment, every single like, every single share, everything, man. Definitely appreciate y'all. Y'all the reason I do this. Y'all keep me motivated. The constructive criticism, I love it. I may not go back and forth with you in the comments, but I see you. You dig what I'm saying? So let's jump right into it today. Hey. Today, man, we talking about the GWOAT, man. We talking about the GWOAT, the greatest woman of all time, boxer, Claressa Shields, 14-0. I think she 15-0 now, you know what I'm saying? She go hard in the paint. She's definitely hardcore in the boxing ring. She's a Flint, Michigan native, you know what I'm saying? Typically, Flint, Michigan, man, is a rough place. You know what I'm saying? I never been there, but everything that I've ever heard about the place is rough. You understand what I'm saying? From books, novels, to any kind of shows that they mention Michigan or Flint. I remember back when they had the water situation going on where you couldn't even, I don't think still to this day that they can drink the local water in Flint. They got to have a bottle of water. You know what I mean? Like it could do something to your health type stuff. You know what I'm saying? So shouts out to Flint, Michigan. You know what I'm saying? If I get anybody from Detroit area in the comments of the podcast, man, shout y'all out. Appreciate y'all the 313. That's just what I know to be the Detroit area. 8 mile, 6 mile, you know what I'm saying? 7 mile, whatever, you know what I'm saying? Shout y'all boys out, man, you know what I'm saying? And the women out there, you know what I mean? Shout out Detroit, shout out Flint, Michigan. But Claressa Shields, she's the best woman boxer out, you know what I'm saying? She's phenomenal in the ring, always giving us an exciting show, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Claressa. But it's been a lot of going back and forth between her and LAILA Ali. As everybody, I'm pretty sure, knows who LAILA Ali. For those who don't know, LAILA Ali is the daughter of the great Muhammad Ali. You know what I mean? One of the best boxers that there ever was, you know what I'm saying? Shit talking, cool guy, handsome, you know what I'm saying? A player, you know what I mean? That's just the type of guy that he was. Crazy jab, crazy footwork, you know what I'm saying? And, he got a hell of a record, a hell of a legacy as, probably the best boxer of all time, you know what I'm saying? Arguably. His daughter, LAILA, she took after her pops, you know what I'm saying? And she was great, man. She was hardcore, you know what I'm saying? As Claressa is, you understand what I'm saying? So back in 2019, I think they asked LAILA what was her take on Claressa, and her response, her answer was kind of it's one of those things, man. It could be taken as hating. It could be taken, as constructive criticism. It could be taken in a different way. You know what I mean? Many different ways. So obviously, Claressa didn't take it how LAILA may have meant it, and maybe LAILA didn't mean to show no kind of respect, and maybe she meant it how she said it. You understand what I'm saying? I got a clip for y'all. We're gonna run that. You know what I'm saying? It's just this is a lesson, man. You just got to kind of, always pay homage to the people who done it before you, but never allow them to dim your light. You know what I'm saying? Like, you great too. You know what I'm saying? And everybody got their season. You understand what I'm saying? And when it's your time, it's your time. Everybody got a time. You know what I mean? So it's like, yeah, you be humble until you get your shot. Once you get your shot and you great at what you do, pop your shit. You know what I'm saying? You supposed to. You know what I mean? And this is one of those things, and I don't think it's no real beef. You know what I mean? I think they just trying to sell the fight, sell the bag, you know, because LAILA spoke up and said that, you know, if it's 15, 20 million, you know what I mean, I'm outside for that, you know what I mean? And Claressa raised that, you know what I'm saying? She brought that bread to the table. So let's run these clips, man. I appreciate y'all for, you know, riding with your boy. Let's check it out.
First of all, she could never beat me.
Okay.
Let me just get that really straight right now.
You want to get that straight, LAILA?
Let's get that straight right now.
Okay.
We're not even in the same weight class. I know that she walked around heavier, but that would not happen.
So that's a piece of the that's a clip right there. That's part of the reason that this got started. You understand what I'm saying? LAILA was asked about Claressa, and basically, you know, she didn't have any good things to say. You know, she had a lot of good things to say about her as a boxer, but as far as like, you know, giving her credit, giving her just due, you know, giving her flowers, I don't think Claressa felt like she did that. You know, let's check out another clip.
Just for fun, shits and giggles.
Money right, LAILA there every night.
Really?
Here we
You
go.
still training? You still train?
I stay training.
Got you.
Yeah, I got a little baby six-pack right now.
Okay.
But you know, I don't think there's anyone there for me right now that would actually give me a good challenge.
See, and that's the kind of thing that kind of sparked Claressa, because it's like, what you mean ain't nobody out there for you? You know what I mean? And I'm out here doing all that I'm doing. You feel me? So it's like, yeah, Claressa felt, you know, she felt some kind of way about that. You know what I mean? Like, basically, you kind of like throwing shade. You know what I'm saying? And I get it. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, Claressa's a 3-division champion. She's undisputed in all 3 categories. You know what I mean? So she flexed her career to 3 different weight classes. She been beating everybody up. She fought the best of the best. Anybody who claims that they the best, she gonna take that fight. She ain't dodging no smoke. You know what I'm saying? So in all of what's owed to her, and in her own right, she is the GWOAT. You know what I'm saying? She is the greatest woman boxer of all time. You know what I mean? LAILA Ali, she ended her career undefeated as well, but she didn't fight the best fighters at the time. You know, she dodged a couple fights, you know what I mean? And Claressa made that point in a couple interviews, you know what I mean? But, you know, LAILA act like, you know, if the bread was right, that she would take the fight. So Claressa has raised that bread. So the bread is on the table now. You understand what I'm saying? So the question is, will LAILA actually take the fight? And I've seen clips of her, you know, training, getting her body back right. And if I'm not mistaken, I believe she's going to take the fight. Because let's be honest, who don't need 15 million? You know what I'm saying? 15, 20 million. Come on, I'm there. For 15, 20 million, I'm there every time. So, you know, I think Claressa and LAILA will definitely fight, because 15 million, come on, let's be honest. 15 million, come on, man. You know what I mean? Y'all let me know. Would you, at 40, she's about 43, I believe, 44, 45, something like that, maybe 47. At 47, would you take, and you was an ex-boxer, would you take a fight for 15 million, 20 million? Sign me up, man. Sign me up every time. And the way that they selling this fight, man, a lot of people were saying that they don't think that it'll sell. I read the comments, you know what I mean, and it'll be this is one thing that I don't like. The way that the world looks down on women's sports, bro. That's kind of lame to me. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, stuff only becomes popular when we make it popular. You know what I'm saying? Like facts. Like, if people took the time to watch the WNBA games, watch more women's sports, you know what I'm saying? Instead of just always looking for, you know, ass and titties everywhere. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. At some point, you know, you got to stop thinking with the little head and use the big head. You understand what I'm saying? And a lot of people, we live in a perverted world. You know what I mean? Like they used to show lingerie football, women in thongs, titties, ass all hanging out. You know what I'm saying? But they playing flag football. the ratings is crazy. You understand what I'm saying? We in the penitentiary, so you know every TV in this mug is turned to this channel. You know what I mean? But this is a penitentiary. You feel me? But I'm just saying, you know, the world is perverted. Like if they was on here showing, you know, if women was boxing in thongs and see-through lingerie, you know, women's boxing to be lit. You know what I'm saying? I feel like it's a lot of small mind stuff going on when it comes to women's sports. You know what I'm saying? And you know, I'm gonna support women's sports. Always gonna support women's sports, especially track and field, volleyball. You know what I'm saying? I like to watch it all, man. Women's basketball for sure, because I play ball myself. You know what I'm saying? And it was always cool when I was young to, you know, it was a thing that all hoopers wanted to have a girl that was a hooper. You know what I'm saying? Have you ever, when you was growing up in high school, did you ever think like that? To my hoopers out there, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's gonna be raw for me to find a chick that's fine and she hoop too. You know what I'm saying? On some Love and Basketball type shit. You know what I'm saying? Love and Basketball is one of my favorite movies. And I've heard people say, man, that movie is the trashiest movie ever. Man, stop it. Especially to be young back in time, you know, middle school, headed to high school when that movie came out, you know what I'm saying? And I was a baller myself. So it's like, yeah, I looked up to Quincy McCall thinking that, you know, I know it's just a movie, but it's like, yeah, you know, that's the way movies made you feel back then. You understand what I'm saying? So like I said, man, I think a lot of people look down on women's sports, but me personally, I think this fight is gonna be a exciting fight. You know what I'm saying? Because Claressa got them hands. And let's be honest, LAILA got them hands. Even though she's 47, she still got them hands. She says she can go 4 rounds anytime. You know what I mean? I believe she can. You know what I mean? Because you lived a life that consists of training all the time. When you're a boxer, they wake up 5 in the morning running 3, 4, 5 miles like it's nothing. I don't think I could run 1.5 miles right now, let alone a mile. You feel me? I'm not just all out of shape like that, but it's just like, yeah, I don't get up and run every day. You know what I mean? I'm not getting up every day running. So, man, these women work hard, man. Claressa, she worked hard. When LAILA was having her career, she worked just as hard. You know what I mean? So I'm definitely supporting this fight. I'm definitely going to watch if it happens, you know what I'm saying, which I think it will. It's $15 million on the table. LAILA already said, you know, if the money there, LAILA there all night. You feel me? We got another clip for y'all. You know what I'm saying? This is Claressa's kind of response to, you know, LAILA just kind of running her mouth about Claressa, because this is how this thing started. And these blog sites ain't no better. You know what I'm saying? Because the Breakfast Club, you know, all these different interviewers, they ask the messy questions, you know, to generate a messy response, to in turn start a back and forth. You know, because nowadays it's all about going viral. It's all about, you know, the biggest story. You know what I'm saying? You see these dudes on the internet all day. If you go to YouTube right now, and just look, everything is about mess. Whether it be in California, whether it be in Chicago, whether it be in Florida, you know what I'm saying? All over. Nothing but mess. Nothing but, you know, internet disputes. This is what sells. You know what I'm saying? These messy topics. You know what I'm saying? So... And I ain't no better because I'm running the content. You understand what I'm saying? But I'm an actual fan of the boxing world, women and men side. You know what I'm saying? I'm a fan of Claressa Shields. I was a fan of LAILA Ali, still am. I was a fan of her pops. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate the sport, whether it be women or men. I appreciate all sports because, like I say, I played damn near every sport. I played tennis. I played baseball. I played basketball. I played football. You know what I'm saying? I played soccer. You know what I mean? I'm a sports guy, you know, athletic guy. I'm 6'3", you know what I mean? But, you know, I did a little time in the penitentiary, 10 years, so, you know, you eat good in there, man. Zoom, zooms, wham, whams. You're going to work out a little bit, program, whatever, you know what I mean? But ever since I've been out here, I've been eating good, living good. I ain't doing no working out, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to work these push-ups, you know what I'm saying? Straight like that. But let's run this clip, man. Claressa's response, you know, to LAILA's continuing to, you know, kind of like, you know, like brush her career to the side like it don't mean nothing. You know what I mean?
She paved the way. So when I heard her say that, I'm like, so what's she saying? Like, I don't know how to box or something? Like, I've been to the Olympics twice. If you come out of retirement, I smoke you. And it was more of like to let you know, like, don't disrespect me and I won't disrespect you.
Don't disrespect me. I won't disrespect you. You know what I mean? So, like I said, man, when things get said and these blogs go to asking different questions and these interviewers get to asking these questions on purpose to see what you're going to say, you know, and then most times if you are confident, arrogant, you know, confident mixed with a little arrogance, you know what I'm saying, you're going to believe that nobody can mess with you, even in old age. You know what I'm saying? Because right now you can't tell me that the youngsters is just going to have their way with me. Nah, gang, I'm putting hands on anything. You know what I'm saying? And I'm headed to 40, you know, but I'm still putting hands on whatever. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you know, because, hey, I started this. You know what I mean? I took this walk before you. I took this path before you. So I feel it, LAILA. You know what I mean? I definitely dig where you're coming from, but you got to understand, if you got a young up and coming, and not just young up and coming, because Claressa, she done made her own name for herself. You know, she didn't piggyback off nobody else's name. She didn't, you know, she ain't ducking no fights. You know, she taking all challenges. The last girl she whooped, I was kind of nervous for her because she was so big, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, on another note, the girl looked like she hadn't fought in a while, you know, but Claressa put them things on her, you know what I mean? And that's like I say, man, as far as women's boxing goes, I don't think really size is that big of a deal because, you know, it's less women boxers. It's not a whole lot of women boxers. I'm pretty sure it is more now than it was back then, but, you know, it's not more women boxers than it is men. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, I hope they fight. I'm ready to see it. You know what I'm saying? I hope y'all ready to see it. You know what I'm saying? We got another clip we're going to check out. You know what I mean? But I like both of these girls, man. I appreciate like I said, I appreciate the sport. I like them both. I appreciate them both. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, it's going to be great for boxing to see these two go at it. You know, it's going to be real good for boxing to see these two go at it, even if it's just a little exhibition match. Because, come on, man, I'm tired of watching Jake Paul. You know what I mean? I'm tired of watching Jake Paul get in there and fight. You know, he went in there and fought Mike Tyson, you know, and it's just like at 56 years old, Mike Tyson, you know, that's not, you know, the competition is not anywhere near the same, you know, but this is a 10-year gap, 37, 47, you know what I mean, closer to age. LAILA says she can go 4 rounds anytime. I'm happy with 4 rounds. Let's just do 4 rounds. 4 rounds, exhibition match for the money. And let's go in there and put on a good show. Because at the end of the day, all boxing nowadays is a good show. Because these dudes, they sign these contracts. They got these different waivers going on. You know what I mean? So it's just like you don't really know what's what nowadays, especially with these type of fights right here. Where it's like, you know, you got a boxer that's active, a boxer that ain't been active in the last, you know, some odd years, or whatever the case may be, probably 10 years since she was 37. You know what I mean? So it's not gonna be too serious of a fight. Can't be, because she's 10 years older than you. You know what I'm saying? So let's just do the exhibition. Let's get it in for the fans, and let's get a bag while we at it. What's the problem with that? Somebody please let me know, man, if it's an issue with that. You know what I mean? Let's just check out this last clip though.
LAILA, last one, Claressa Shields. There's rumors that you're gonna come back and fight her. What everybody's talking about it, or in the boxing circle.
The rumor that I heard was that I said that unless somebody had 15, 20 million, don't even call me about this. That's all.
Turkey has that money. Turkey's gonna set this up. I know it.
Unless somebody calls me and says they have it, we're not even gonna have a conversation. I'm not trying to come back and fight, but if someone offered that kind of money, I would actually have to think about it.
I'll talk to Turkey tonight.
Do I look like I can fight again?
Yes, you do. Yeah.
I think so too.
And you're beautiful too.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So LAILA, obviously, you know, she not saying that she no spring chicken now. You know what I mean? Because LAILA, let's be honest now, ain't it? You 47 years old. You know what I'm saying? But you still looking good. Let's not neglect the fact that you looking good, because, man, I'm trying to tell you, LAILA looking like a snack. You understand me? Especially right there in that last clip. You know what I'm saying? Let's run that clip back one more time, man. Just look at how good Layla look right here. She looks phenomenal, man.
LAILA, last one, Claressa Shields. There's rumors that you're gonna come back and fight her. What everybody's talking about it, or in the boxing circle.
The rumor that I heard was that I said that unless somebody had 15, 20 million, don't even call me about this. That's all.
Turkey has that money. Turkey's gonna set this up. I know it.
Unless somebody calls me and says they have it, we're not even gonna have a conversation. I'm not trying to come back and fight, but if someone offered that kind of money, I would actually have to think about it.
I'll talk to Turkey tonight.
Do I look like I can fight again?
Yes, you do.
I think so.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do. You know what I'm saying? She look real good right there. And I'm going to be honest, man. I would love to see Layla, you know, they have a training, you know, I don't know what the training period is, probably like 6 weeks, 8 weeks, you know what I mean? 8-week training period. Get fit. I want to see that six-pack she talking about she got. At 47, I believe it, man. You know what I'm saying? Probably like some washboard abs or something. You know what I'm saying? But Layla's beautiful, man. You know what I'm saying? She's still looking good, you know, and like she said, man, 15, 20 million. She said she's not saying that she's still boxing, man. But for 15 million, what she's saying is that that's the amount of money that it's gonna take for me to consider getting busy. You understand what I'm saying? Princess, shut up. Will y'all please excuse me, man? My dog, man, Princess, she be going crazy. But anyway, that bread right there, 15, 20 million, come on, man. I'm going to be honest, I don't give a damn if I was in a nursing home. You hear me? And a young buck called me out and I got the name, I got the clout to you know, to get their attention to want to call me out for 15, 20 million. Sign Unc up. Sign me up, damn it. I'm going to get that bread. You best to believe I'm going to get that 15 million. And if you and I believe Layla ain't dumb. She going to get that bread. So will we see Layla versus Claressa Shields? I believe we will. And I'm ready for it. I'm definitely gonna watch that joint. You understand me? Yeah, for sure. Because I'm a boxing fan, man. I'm a boxing fan. My favorite boxer of all time would probably have to be Floyd Mayweather. Just off his defense. You know what I mean? The dude is a crazy, you know, he got all these different moves and you thinking you hitting him, but you really ain't hitting him. You know what I'm saying? To me, that's fascinating. Just to look at somebody that got to go through all this different training. Like I said, these dudes wake up. These people wake up running 3 and 4 miles. Could you imagine waking up running 3 and 4 miles? And if y'all get in my comments line saying y'all get up every morning running damn miles, you lying. And I'm going to call you out on it. That's going to be the time I'm going to argue with somebody in the comments. Because if you're trying to sit here and make me believe that you waking up at 4, 5 in the morning, going and running 3, 4 miles on GP before you go to work, never. You lying. I'm telling you, I ain't going to believe it. You dig? Because, come on. 3, 4 miles, and that's small. That's just a warm-up. Imagine waking up at 6 a.m., 5 a.m., 4 a.m. before the roosters is croaking, running 5 miles, and that's just a warm-up. After that first mile, you gonna have to call the ambulance for me. That's just me personally. 6'3", 260, between 260 and 280, yeah, you gonna have to call the ambulance, man. I've been eating steak and shrimp, man. Yeah, I ain't, you know what I mean? So, all jokes aside, man, I hope we get this fight. I'm ready to see this fight. Claressa is the GWOAT. You know what I mean? She's a phenomenal fighter. LAILA Ali also is a woman GOAT in her own time. Back then, she was the shit. Back then, you know what I'm saying? But back then, we didn't have Claressa. Now we got Claressa. And it's 2 different time frames. It's just like you got the Jordan era, the LeBron era. You know what I'm saying? But I'm taking Jordan over LeBron all day long. And I don't want y'all arguing with me in the comments. This ain't that video. This ain't that episode. We ain't going back and forth about LeBron. Don't hit me up saying nothing that I said about LeBron and Jordan. I said what I said. I'm standing on that. But I'm using the comparison in the age gap, in the era gap. Because a lot of people compare LeBron to Jordan, but hey, man, they played in 2 different times. Do I think LeBron could play back then in them times? Yeah, he could play, but they gonna beat his ass. They gonna beat him up. They're gonna beat him up because they was beating Jordan up. He was, forcing players to get in the weight room back then. You know what I mean? Sports was different back then. A lot of rules have changed since back then because a lot of people was getting hurt and a lot of people was, things were happening. So the game evolved and it got a little softer in my opinion. You understand what I'm saying? So, these two, I'm pretty sure they'll be fighting, man. It may be next year sometime. We may get this fight 2026. We may get it at the end of 2025, man. Who knows? But I hope it happens soon. I hope it happens. I don't want to rush it. I hope it happens. Two great, phenomenal women boxers, both going down as greats. Layla's already considered a great. Claressa Shields is already considered a great. You understand me? So shouts out to Detroit. I haven't had nobody from Detroit comment in the videos yet, but if we get somebody from Detroit, especially from the Flint area, I want you to leave a comment. You know what I mean? For sure, shout your town out. Let me know where you at, because it's love everywhere. Uncle R2 got love for everybody everywhere. And we don't want to leave nobody out. You know what I mean? So will we get this fight? I'm hoping we get this fight. The money's on the table. Claressa said the bread is on the table. Layla, she's already said that she'll take that money, that kind of money is what it's going to take for her to even consider coming off the bench. And, the GWOAT has spoken, and the money has been put up, and we're going to see if the challenge gets accepted. You understand what I'm saying? Now, we to the end of the video. I definitely appreciate y'all. I apologize for my dog barking in the background, man. This is the kind of stuff you dealing with when you dealing with a real one. You understand what I'm saying? We got real life things going on, but see, I still got out here and made time today to make this episode and entertain y'all. You know what I'm saying? To get on here and give y'all a juicy topic to go back and forth about. You know what I'm saying? So this is something that we can argue about in the comments, man. Who y'all taking? Y'all taking Claressa or y'all taking the OG? You taking the youngster, you taking the YN, the YWN, or you taking the double OG? Let me know in the comments. That's something that I need to see y'all say in the comments. Is you taking the WYN? And I think I just started a trend with that. The young women, the young women ends. You dig what I'm saying? The young women niggas. You know what I'm saying? The young niggas. Is you a young YN? Is you a YWN? Or is you going with the double OG? Let me know in the comments, man. I ain't gonna play with y'all all day, man. You know what I'm saying? But it's been real. Once again, I want to thank the supporters. I want to thank the people who show up for me. I want to thank the people who pull up and listen to these videos, listen to me run my mouth and go back and forth. Y'all the goats, man. Y'all the people who make this journey worth it. You know what I'm saying? The constructive criticism. Don't think I'm ignoring y'all's comments. I'm just not going to be going back and forth in the comments. We're not going to do that unless it's something that I asked for. Like I said, are y'all going for the YWN or you going for the double OG? If I get those comments, I'm going to respond to those because I think I'm taking Claressa. I'm going to take the YWN. It's me, Uncle R2. I'm going with the YWN. You know what I'm saying? Who y'all taking, man? Y'all taking the double OG or y'all taking the YWN, man? Let me know in the comments. But again, man, I appreciate y'all. I thank y'all for pulling up. And once again, it's your boy R2. And we gone, man. Peace, love, one.